Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It is Wednesday, the 24th of July, and the moon is in Pisces. This is the oak leaf hydrangea that's starting to turn pink. I'm calling it Pikachu this morning, giving all my plants names. So we have the moon in Pisces, and Pisces is a very imaginative moon, and of course, as with all energies, you can imagine the best and you can imagine the worst. And I know that many of us are really sort of going onto the imagining the best possible future after a very challenging period of time. I just want to say all your comments have been very lovely, and I know we're all quite relieved. We all felt the energy shift after that full moon, and it felt it's that cold water when you're really thirsty, and nothing, or in some cases that first sip of beer when it's really icy cold and it goes down your throat. You're like, kind of, that's what it felt like right now. Today the first major aspect is a square of Jupiter to the moon. And squares generally are crisis producing, but it is Jupiter, and there is the action of expansion with Jupiter. And so we can find ourselves imagining, well into the future, because Jupiter is actually a future-oriented sign. All the wonderful possibilities, and I think it's important to do that. I think visualizing the best possibilities is a good practice. Because the moon is in Pisces, later in the day it's going to make a conjunction to Saturn, which we know is in Pisces at this time. And so there is going to be an opportunity, I'll call it, for our feet to hit the ground after that very sort of heady experience that we've had. And so, what flowers are those? What are these? Excuse me a second. Oh dear. It's the, I was like, oh, I didn't plant those. That's actually a hosta. Okay, those I did plant. Anyway, I was like, oh, something I didn't plant. So there is, we can enjoy our victories when we get them, right? Today, Joe Biden is going to speak, talk about his decision, and I think it's going to be emotional for all of us who care about Joe Biden, and but it'll flesh things out a bit more for us, I think. And it's been very exciting with Kamala riding the wave like a good surfer, but there are more waves to come, and we do have to know that this is just another beginning, and that we still have we're still on the roller coaster. So let's just keep that in mind, not set ourselves up for this crazy disappointment or a moment-to-moment, these moment-to-moment, oh, the worst possible thing, oh, the best possible thing, oh, the worst possible thing, right? We have to keep that in mind as we go through this time. So things are looking better. Things are looking up. And but the ride is not, we're not off the ride yet. So let's just keep that in mind. And today we might feel that. We may feel the elation of the square to Jupiter of the moon in imaginative Pisces. And then suddenly we hear something that sort of brings things down to, I'll put a quote around reality, because what really isn't reality, right? As the moon moves into conjunction with Saturn. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad news or anything like that, but it is reality. I think we needed that glass of cold water or that first sip of beer to help us continue to move. It's not over yet. We still have to put our heads down and work diligently in the direction of our destiny. But it was really nice to get that lift, wasn't it? And I was thinking, I had class last night with my astrology salon that we have on Tuesday nights. If you wanted to join us, as long as you can speak astrology, and you don't have to be an expert, because not everybody in class is an expert, but it's available. You can go on my website, check that out. It's called the Astrology Salon. You can take one class, see if you like it, see if it's something you might want to do. And there's an option to get 6 classes and get a savings on the price of the class. So just so you know that, on the website, on my services page, metaphysical services. It's under metaphysical services. So that is, I was saying, what was I saying last night now? Oh damn, I was going to tell you what I said last night. Now I can't remember because I went through that whole other thing. Well, you'll have to forgive me. I haven't had my cup of coffee yet. It's pretty early this morning. We have a overcast day. I've been up since 4:30 because, sometimes you just wake up and you're up. So there I was, up, and I stayed up and I watched a little YouTube this morning. So anyway, good things on its way. As far for the rest of us who are not running for president, it is a great a time of imagination. Again, we can have these flights of imagination, and then we really need to look at things from a realistic perspective, and then continue on our projects, because there's a lot to be done, and there's a lot of life ahead of us. So let's do our best to enjoy it while we work diligently to make the world a better place. Have yourself a wonderful day, guys. Enjoy. Don't forget, no matter how hard you're working, to look up and remember that this is, a moment in time. There'll be another moment in time. Appreciate every moment you can. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Ona and I are going to be on Ona's channel on Friday, 7 Eastern, 6 Central for Mystic Sisters Live. I'll put something up on the community page, but just as a reminder, if you're interested. And we can talk about like the week that was, the week that has yet to happen here, and all that. All right, take care, everyone. Namaste.